Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Detroit Lions and the New Orleans Saints. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
First and 10. Holland forced out to his left. And his first look is incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Back to the air on second down. Holland. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Wright's got it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Five yards remain on second down. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
The center receiver in motion to the right. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Looking to throw on second down. Snyder. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Snyder. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And some room to work.
He's got room at the 30.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's their quarterback. His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Lions 7, Saints 0.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
To throw on 2nd down, Snyder. He finds his man, complete. It's Bennett. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They give to Stewart out of the gun.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They go back to Stewart on 1st. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The Saints at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they come in losers at 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Open man, Parham. He's got him.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 33. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
On first down, Snyder. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7. Off the 31-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Snyder. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now receiver in motion left. Again, it's Stewart on 2nd and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
On 4th down, Snyder. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL.
And this will be caught at the 30.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another 1st down run right there.
1st down, and they go with Swift again.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage.
Give the tackle to Terrell Lewis.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw on 3rd down. Holland dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This one from 46 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3. And I think they have to be happy by the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Snyder looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stewart. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Snyder. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Back to throw again. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Donald Carroll as the first half is winding down. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And the Lions first down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Looking to throw. Holland. Looking left side, and it's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. To the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point attempt to come here. It's good to make it 17-7. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They keep it on the ground again to Stewart.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on third down, Snyder.
There's Chris Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Throwing on first down, Snyder. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Lions will take over possession here up at the 44.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
55 rushing yards on the ground for him so far.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yard line. It's a gain of 6. First down, Lions.
Once again, it's Swift. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
A handoff, Swift running to the left.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On third down, here comes Swift.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield, too.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll run right here with Swift.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
DeAndre Swift. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year.
And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Saints 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw on second down, Snyder. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On third down, Snyder flushed out right.
Got an open man. It's Olave.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Operating from the gun, Snyder. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Operating from the gun, Snyder. He finds his man, complete. It's Bennett.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 15.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And some space here. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 33 and a first.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 9. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Holland. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Swift.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Now a give right side Swift.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. That time they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
In motion left goes a tight end. From the gun on 3rd down. Holland, touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here this fourth quarter.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
It's a gain of 5.
This is Stewart again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff running left. It's Stewart. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 71 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now Stewart on 1st down.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Looking to throw. Snyder. Over the middle, complete. That's Bennett.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't see their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
It's complete, and he'll find his way in for 2, and we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
166 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 1st and 10, Holland rolling, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No stopping Peyton Turner on that sack. He would not be denied.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
So that complicates things a bit here.
18 yards to go now on 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Holland. And Shark hauls it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Complete to right.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Holland.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Open man is Raymond. He's got it.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Holland.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Marcus May with a pick. Accelerating, and off he goes. 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around,
touchdown was big. This almost equally big as they'll try to get it to a one-score game with a two-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And that one is caught. So they convert here and don't look now, but this one's back to a one-score game. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37th. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Holland. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On a jet sweep, here comes Chark.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Off play action. Holland sliding out of the pocket. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Well, something occurs to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Lions 38, Saints 23. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Snyder.
Pass complete to Edwards.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Lions,
they get a much-needed victory to get to 3-5 on the year.
And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4.